Hello everyone, this is Maverick Shooters back for another World Cup of Pokemon coverage. On the left hand side we have PJ who is from Team India, and on the right hand side we have TPP who is from US South. Current India score is 6-6, and let's get into the match. So from the lead, TPP has loaded Psychic Spam and we have loaded a fat team. Also on the top right hand side we have light chat for you guys to watch. So I think TP will probably lead Great Tusk, Indeedee, or Hatterene. This Greninja is probably Battle Bond. This is Terra Psychic, Psychic Seed, Terra Blast, I think. He does lead Indeedee, perfect. So here I think Hatterene will just come in for the eject button, as PJ probably knocks, because if you knock, the eject button gets cancelled out and doesn't work. TPP will never stay in here unless he's Choice Scarf, Dazzling Gleam, but even that doesn't make sense. So yeah, he 100% goes into Hatterene here as PJ knocks. Perfect. We do 38%. Now I think PJ probably switches out into Garganical or Volcanion, because Hatterene will probably Dazzling Gleam me or Healing Wish. So Garg and Volcanion both seem best, but I think you probably go into Garganical here because it does good into all the mons TPP has. Volcanion is as good as its Dazzling Gleam switch in. We have Substitute on this, so it can substitute on Hatterene trying to Healing Wish or switch out. But opponent has Greninja, Armarouge, so it's not the best. Okay, U-turns out. Does he go into Garg? Volcanion is an option, but I personally think Garganical is a better option here. He goes into Zapdos. Oh, he plays a Nuzzle. Goat play. I personally would have gone into Garganical though, but Zap worked out. He just Hurricanes or Volt Switches here. So I think you probably Hurricane here because he doesn't have a switch into Zapdos anyways. And Volt Switch won't kill Hatterene. Hurricane will. You could Volt Switch into Garganical now, but that doesn't really make sense much. You probably just Hurricane this. Because whatever TPP brings in, Zapdos can probably just live a hit and Volt Switch out anyways. And if Sneasler comes out, you can just take the hit, hope for a para, and then you can Volt Switch out. Great Tusk, you can Hurricane. Okay, does Hurricane, it misses, unfortunate. He nuzzles again. Okay, Hurricanes, hits. Okay, good. Hatterene is dead. He brings in Armarouge. We just Volt Switch here out into... we can go Goldengo, Meowscarada, Garganical, Volcanion. We have a lot of options. I personally think you could go into Meowscarada, I think. Meowscarada is an option. You don't go into Garg here. You don't go into Great Tusk here because it can't come into Expanding Force or Armor Cannon. Volcanion is slower than Armarouge, that's something to know. Meowscarada didn't come in, but will knock off as TPP just endures and has weakness policy, so that could become a reverse sweep, which we don't want. So Goldengo is a good option because Goldengo can live in Expanding Force. If we armor cannons, we can go into let's say, if we armor cannons, we can go into Meowscarada, predict the Endure, we spike, and then we knock off. You don't really want to go into hard into Meowscarada because even if he Expanding Forces here, it will just Endure and pop its weakness position. It can probably just reverse sweep us. So I think you go into Goldengo here. He has a Psychic Speed, Terra Blast, Psychic Sneasler, so Goldengo isn't really that useful. Yes, you can still take a hit, but we have Garganical, Great Tusk. We should be fine against Sneasler. Oh, he goes into Meowscarada on the Expanding Force, works out. But you can't knock off here because if you knock off and Armarouge has a weakness policy, which most of them do, with Endure, it will just reverse sweep us because it will also get weak armor boost. So you have to predict the Endure and you have to click spikes here. Knockoff is just not a good player. You have to spikes here then. You knock off into Endure, it's not gonna work out. Oh no, he clicked knock off into Endure. Rip. That is a weakness policy. He is weakness policy. Huh. This is gonna be extremely hard to come back from. We probably have to wait for Psychic Terrain to end. Then we go into Garganical, click Salt Cure. but that'll mean Garg is pretty much just dead. That will make it a bit bad, but still manageable. I personally would have preferred a Spike much more. And if he armor cannoned here, it probably meant he didn't have endure weakness policy, so we could have gone into Zapdos and Hurricaned it and killed it. So in my opinion, Spike was always the play. Even if the play didn't work out, he had Zapdos to Hurricane after. Right now, you have to sack something, go into Garganical, sack. It's like 90% of the health. You have to sack two things actually, because this turn you sack Meowscarada or something else, then you sack something else again, then you go into Garganical, sack 90% of its HP and Salt Cure, kill it. PJ can still win, but it's getting very tough now because you have to sack 2.5 mons basically. Okay, it goes into Volcanion on the armor cannon. Okay. Now does he predict the expanding force and goes back into Meowscarada? Meowscarada is good into Great Tusk, Greninja. So Meowscarada is pretty useful, but let's see. I think TP will just expanding force every time he does. Okay, Garganical. You just click Salt Cure now. You don't really have another play. He will have Destiny Bond most likely, or he could have Aura Spear, but both of them don't kill Garganical, so we are fine on that. Either Garg will die to Destiny Bond with him or take 90% or something. But in return, Amarus will die, which is fine. And having to give only 2 sacks is also good. I was thinking we might have to give 3, but Praj made a good play on going into Volcanion on the armor cannon. Okay, expanding forces. He didn't have a Destiny Bond or a Spear, so I wonder what its last move was. But it worked out. We only had to give 50% on the Garganical, which is very very big because we probably have Garganical for Greninja now. He goes into Hard Greninja, so it's probably Choice Specs Grass Knot or it's Life Orb Grass Knot with Battle Bond. I personally think it's probably Battle Bond set with Grass Knot, so we can go into Meowscarada and click U-turn or Flower Trick. I don't think you ever strain with Garg because Garg is very good right now. It could Terra on Great Tusk and just set up sweep. So you save this 100% and you go into Meowscarada here. No one will Ice Beam here ever. He could surf, but I personally think he's just gonna Grass Knot. He doesn't have another play. So you go into Meowscarada. If he turns into Grass type, you U-turn. And we have Protein U-turn, so it probably just kills him. If he's Battle Bond, then he'll not get Protein, and we can just Flower Trick kill it. Oh no no no! That's a miserable play. That's a very 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 bad play because he just sacked Garganical, gave Terra, give him Battle Bond. This was just such a bad play. This was just extremely bad. Now I don't even know what we do because this probably just dies to Life Up Hydro Pump. We probably have to hope for Hydro Pump miss now. TP. I don't think +1 Life Up Dark Pulse will kill us. He could flinch, but he has Ice Beam. Okay, this is dead. Game is over. Yeah, game is over. Rep. Team India loses. We are down to 6-7. TPP wins. GG on him. Unless this doesn't have a Dark Pulse, but I don't think he doesn't have. He should have Dark Pulse here. Dark Pulse and Surf for Hydro Pump. In the case he doesn't have a Dark Pulse, let's see. Oh, he's Terra Water Hydro Pump. Then he probably has Water Shuriken as last. But I don't know if he'll have Water Shuriken with Psychic Spam. So I don't know its last move, but this just sweeps us. We don't have another option. And this is game over. If you guys liked the video, like and subscribe, and I'll try to catch the rest of the games. See you later.